South Texas, day 1, part 2. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed the first part of our South Texas series. If you haven't watched that video, you can go back and check that out on our YouTube channel as well. But we had a great time that morning. We shot a few javelinas. I got 2, Matt got 2, filled our tags. It was a great time. And at this point, we've loaded those javies up. We've got them in the cooler. Everything's good. We unload our gear and eat some lunch. And then Matt Moore says, hey guys, if you want to, we'll take you for a tour of the facility, of all of our ranch, and in the process we'll go on down and check out the Rio Grande River. And we're like, yeah, absolutely, sounds awesome. So we do that, but in the process we throw a few shotguns in the truck and we do a little quail hunt to and from the river there, and it was a ton of fun. There's 2 different species of quail here in South Texas: the bobwhite quail, which we have here in Alabama, and there's a lot of places throughout the Southeast that have bobwhites, and beautiful birds, delicious table fare, really cool animals. But they also have another species called the scaled quail, and you may have seen that in the previous video. We saw a few of them, but they're often referred to as blue quail as well because of the blue hue that their feathers on their head and neck have. They look sort of like fish scales. Again, we had never had a chance to hunt those type of animals before, and so we thought, yeah, this would be an incredible opportunity to do that. So as we make our way to the Rio Grande, we have to stop here and there along the way and jump shoot a few quail. So you guys check that out.
Well, I've killed quail before. I can't say I've ever killed wild quail. Down in South Texas, and got an opportunity to kill both the bobwhite and the scaled quail today. Quite enjoyable.
So after shooting and missing a lot, we're not much for being wing shooters, certainly not myself, but we had a good time. We get down to the Rio and get a chance to walk down to the water, check it out, first time any of us have been down there, and of course it wouldn't be the Rio Grande without Rio turkeys, right? As we get down to the water and we're just kind of checking everything out, it's just kind of hard for me to wrap my head around what an oasis South Texas can be. It looks like such an arid and very unforgiving environment for animals to live in. But when they receive adequate rainfall in the spring and summer months, it really is just flourishing with wildlife. And we got to see a ton of ducks. I didn't get great footage of it, but there were ducks just kept getting up and kept getting up in a bigger part of the river there. And just pretty cool to see, Rio turkeys and see the ducks and all that sort of stuff. And then we get a major surprise. I don't think any of us were really prepared for what we were gonna see next.
Right here, click it, right against the water for the straw. It's an armored catfish.
They do not have to have water. Yeah, they can live in, nothing.
But now, these are the algae suckers. They sell the pet store. Well, I know there's a lot. Yeah, get some more pictures. Okay. Get a couple of mine.
You got to leave it to Matt Brock to not only catch a fish out of the Rio Grande, but to crawl on his belly and catch one with his hands. So it's made for a pretty funny story. So after we catch the catfish and take a few pictures and just kind of take in the scenery, we end up just loading everything back up and start heading back to the lodge. And of course, there's plenty of birds left to shoot on the way back too. So we did the best we could.
Oh, that's awesome, man. My first blue quail. Man, already got his. I got a bob white somewhere. Awesome trip to South Texas. If you're gonna take my picture, I'm taking this freaking back brace off.
No, Pawpaw. You have to leave it on.
All right, fellas. Matt, I can be done. I can go home happy. I shot the bird in the air. Beautiful blue quail.
Got some incredibly specimens right here.
Absolutely. Oh, I know. Look at that chestnut belly. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Look at it. Hey, I don't know what to say. I don't either. I really don't. Like, I'm as happy as I can be. I don't know what to say. So much. This one's all ruffled. This.
Now, unfortunately, what you guys don't get to see in this video is the meal that came from this hunt. Matt Moore had a killer recipe for some quail kebabs, so we helped get everything cleaned up, breast those birds out, and made some grilled quail kebabs, and it was absolutely fantastic. So shout out to Matt Moore. Not only is he a great biologist, but he's not too bad in the kitchen either.
Right there. Yes, sir. Oh. You got feathers? I don't think so. Kill that dove.
If you shoot that dove, it might flush them quail. A little bit farther. Not much. Did you really? Look at you, Tay-Tay.
Well, on the run.
What have you killed?
First blue, scaled quail, that what we're calling it?
Yep.
Yep.
That's pretty cool, man.
That is pretty cool.
Beautiful bird.
Never laid eyes on one till we got to South Texas, so that's pretty stinking cool, man.
Yep.
We'll have these at home.
Nope, no doubt.
That's awesome. All right, that's gonna wrap up this video. Again, everything that you've seen so far from the previous video in day 1 and this one here is just one day in South Texas. So we've got a lot more action coming. The next video, we're gonna be going after some mature does with our bows. So that's gonna be a fun one to put together. Make sure that you check out the video of day 1 if you haven't already. And then obviously the last thing is please, we ask you guys to like, share, and subscribe. You can find us on all social platforms, even TikTok if you're not banned yet. So check it out, check us out on any platform. And also we'd love to have you listen to our podcast. You can find it where any podcast, any streaming platform it can be found. So check that out. Again, like, share, subscribe. We love you guys and we will see you on the next one.